If you would like to see how this fun explosion of stickers come together in another YouTube collab loop group video, stay tuned. What's up everyone, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. As you can probably see, I have my watercolors out and I have my stickers out. And let's get started with the stickers theme for the YouTube collab loop group. And I'm going to also include some watercolors in here. So let's go. As you can see, I have a few of my brushes, the watercolor brushes, along with some of the watercolor cakes out. And I'm going to be doing something a bit simple. And I also have this lady, this sticker. We're gonna jazz it up a bit. And I have my water bowls ready. So I did go ahead and do some drawing, and I'm going to put some sticker books underneath. And before we get to the stickers part, let's finish with the watercolors so that I can give it some time to dry. And as you can see, I have drawn the basic outline for that, and 2 glasses of water. The one in the white cup is a bit less in quantity, and the left one is for the cleaning the brushes out. And I have the kneaded eraser out, and this image I have is from PNG Tree, and I have it linked below if you want to check that out. And I will move this aside for now. I really love how perfectly sized this is. I just printed it on an A4 printer paper, just normal paper. And I will be going and cutting the lady separate from that. And I will do that a bit later. So let's get the size 12 brush. I'm looking for something big. We're going to use the wet on wet technique. And if you're somebody new to the watercolors, just don't overthink it. It's just a technique, and you'll see how the technique is used. So it just means that we'll be applying wet paint onto a wet medium. I will link all these paints or brushes, all of that. And this is the metallic palette I have. And it has a good selection of the basic metallic colors we need. And I think I'll be just sticking to the golden color for now. And I will also do a bit of a zooming in and just making sure it is nice and zoomed in. I'm going in with the kneaded eraser, just taking off some of that darker pencil shades. As you can see, this is quite helpful for such projects. I've had this for a while now, and can you see how that water is more visible when it is really zoomed in and at this angle? So now let's take off some of that extra water. I don't want puddles on there. And I'm going in with, can you see that bleeding of colors? So just going in with some, yeah, there were a couple of drops that just jumped off the brush. And you can really see I'm just taking off some of that excess moisture. And I'm going in with the aquamarine blue. Again, there was some extra water in the brush. I am kind of rusty, I do realize that, because it's been a while since I used watercolors. And I'm going in with a dab of the metallic gold and a simple outline. And this is a flat brush I'm using. And if you would like to see more in-depth tutorials, this is just a very basic technique that I'm using. And I'm going in with a couple more drops, and we should be done with that part. And now let's just get all the stickers out. And this is the Planner Babe sticker book. And I was not planning to do it this way, but all of a sudden, when I saw these small disc stickers, which could also be used as bullet points, I thought these would make the perfect stickers to fill up the stickers, the writing that I have going on. So I went ahead and made sure that I wrote that down in the size I needed, so that it was just a matter of adding in the stickers. And I wanted to do something with more watercolors, but then the theme this month with the YouTube collab loop group is stickers. So if you're not familiar with what the YouTube collab loop group is, it is a whole bunch of growing YouTubers who come together under the guidance of Lisa Marie. Her socials are all in the name of Creatively Lisa Marie. The loudest shout out to the amazing lady who puts all these groups together. She has a group that she manages every single week. I'm sure it's a lot of work. Hats off to her for making all of that happen. And if you start with my video on a certain theme, so this time the theme is stickers, because it's a National Sticker Day it was in fact on Jan 13th. So the theme was very straightforward. So I had to interpret it this way. And I think this is a nice representation. And if you start with my video, for instance, I will tell you that I will be having the next person in the loop group tagged along with the video you can watch using the same theme. So their interpretation could be different. We have a common theme and everybody is free to interpret it the way they like. So it's the creative freedom that we all have, but you don't have to worry about choosing a theme because that's already done for you. So you continue on, the next person will be tagged in that video, and so on and so forth until you get back to the same person you started with. So it's as simple as that. And it's a great way of discovering new YouTubers and content creators. It need not just be a journal like this. It could be a planner spread. It could be just a daily page. It could be gardening themed ones. There are so many options when it comes to what they would do. So it is up to their interpretation. And this time I think stickers, we all love the stickers. And that's all, we're all here. So I'm using a whole bunch of the sticker related stickers, the planner related stickers, and I'm using this nice little handy paper cutter from Journal Say, and my code Priya can be used at Journal Say. It earns you an extra 8% even if there is a sale happening. So I'm just going and doing a fuzzy cut on this. It was something I had been wanting to do. I thought I would just go ahead and do a full floral explosion on her gown, but her gown itself looks really pretty. So I thought I would just retain some of that prettiness and go ahead and add some embellishments. We could do that, right? So with stickers, we'll just sticker it up. And this is my creative journal. I had just started with this new square one at the start of the year, and this is my second setup. And see how well she stands on that page. And I have this Happy Brights, which I had just forgotten about. Recently, I was doing a destash video, not a video in fact, and I was just doing a destash. I was just going through my stash and picking out the ones that I now know I will not use, because it's been, if I have not reached for those for at least a year, I don't think it is being used. It could be because I have forgotten, but I will be making sure that I switch around the things, and especially with all the setups going on, I think it's a great way of using more of my stash this year. And I do have my daily journal, which I come and do setups in every week. And I have a couple of journals that I'm going to be gifting my friends and family. So all of a sudden, as you can see in the video, I have the idea of a Dutch door. I was not planning to, and this just evolved because I was not planning to do any of this. So when I started off, I had very different plans. So I'm just cutting off that part of the page and I'm just rounding the corners. And that is a nice, fun explosion of colors. And we will try and balance it later a bit more. But for now, let's just keep it this way. And we have all of these stars and filler elements. So I think I will have to cut off that thing, those hearts floating out of her hand, so that we can have some hearts flying off of her hand. I think that's a very neat way of adding some fun items. And that would be the next set of stickers I need to choose, because for the Dutch doors we do need some fun components. Oh God, yeah, sorry about that. And I will be going ahead and adding some of the small elements from the I Heart stickers, the small one. And I want to have that girl doing her side plank on top of the stickers. I use these girls quite frequently, and side plank is something I personally struggled with immensely when I started off with these, but I think I'm getting the hang of it, and the side planks are getting more and more comfortable for me. Are you into workouts? Do you do planks for your core strength? I try to do it at least for a minute. Slowly, my mission is to increase it to 3 minutes. Hopefully, I'll get there someday. It's slow, steady progress. So it is the other side of the Dutch door, and let's just try and use up some of those colored boxes. And this was again an older sticker book, but I think they brought it back from the vault as part of the 10-year anniversary from Happy Planner. And as you can see, I'm going with those circle stickers, and there are encouraging words and phrases on each of these. So I'm just trying to mix and match the colors and still retain that circle or the scalloped shapes, so that this can be easily matched with symmetrical shapes on the other side. And you know how I like to retain that symmetry. So that's just finding the correct colors in that order. And I think that's a good one. And I'm going to be pulling out my gyro cut and my self-healing cutting mat. Just in case you're wondering, this is a tool that has been very well used in 2024, and I continue to use that in 25. And the name of the tool is gyro cut, and I do have a tutorial if you want to check that out to see how you can get started, the basic do's and don'ts, and what you can do to make sure you use it correctly so that you can practice for a bit before you start cutting like a pro. And that would be the symmetrical side. And all of these are linked, and there are knockoffs in the market for the gyro cut, so please be mindful of that, and please spend that extra couple of bucks and get the original one, because it makes a world of difference. So on to more stickering. So I will zoom in a bit. I will also now decorate her gown. So what do you think of this gown with all the discs floating by? Do you like how colorful her gown is suddenly becoming. I know it's a bit muted, but I just wanted to retain that elegance in her gown, because this was, I think, a bridal gown or something. Yeah, I don't remember what the prompt was, but it was a free image from PNG Tree. And it's a free site. You just go and you just set up your account and you can have free downloads. So that is pretty much the whole thing, and it's just a matter of balancing out the colors now. And with the YouTube collab loop group, it would be amazing if you can subscribe to all our channels, leave us all a word of encouragement, and share something that you loved about the spread, about each of us. And please come follow me on Instagram. I do share a bit more about my spreads, and even if they don't quite get YouTube videos, they still show up on my feed. And adding one more of those large stickers. And if you like today's video, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that you don't miss any of the future videos. And please check out all the stickers and shops I mentioned along with all the videos, so that you can check out how simple and quick such spreads can be done. And that lace washi, I forgot to mention, the lace washi is from the Washi Tape shop, and the journal is from Archer and Olive. And you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off. Don't forget to check out the next person video, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.